Hello, my name is Rachel Ritzma. I'm an educator of 9 years and a mother of 2. Today I will be talking to you about fostering high self-esteem in children. By the end of this presentation, you should be able to understand what self-esteem is, know the causes of low self-esteem in children, understand the effects of low self-esteem in children, understand the effects of high self-esteem in children, and finally, be able to promote high self-esteem in your students and children. What is self-esteem? Appearance. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Self-worth. How do you feel when you think about yourself? Self-confidence. Do you believe that you can achieve? Resilience. Can you accept your mistakes? What does high self-esteem look like? I am confident in my appearance. I am worthy of love and I matter. I am able to accomplish my goals. I make mistakes and that's okay. What does low self-esteem look like? I am ugly. I hate how I look. No one would care if I was gone. They wouldn't even notice. I can't do it. I can't do anything. After I make a mistake, I have a tantrum and give up. I misbehave to get any kind of attention I can. I am quiet and avoid other people. I am friendly and look put together, but that's not how I feel inside. You see, low self-esteem does not look the same in every child. They may look fine on the outside. They may carry themselves well, but inside, they could really be struggling with low self-esteem. What are the causes of low self-esteem? A physical disability, a child who does not look the same as others or is able to do the same things that others do, may not feel good about themselves. A child who is struggling with learning, who is not able to get the same things that his friends in class are getting. Trauma and abuse. Someone who has been told that they are worthless all of their life. Poverty. If you don't have the means to purchase name brand clothes and the popular toys, you're seen as less. Bullying. You are literally told by your peers that you should have low self-esteem. And social media. Think about the images that are portrayed of how we should look, act, and talk. How do you think children feel when they cannot live up to those? Danger. What happens with low self-esteem? What are the effects? Low academic success. I feel like I can't do it. Why should I try? Repeated trauma. Troubled relationships. If you do not feel good about yourself, how can you have a relationship with someone else? Anxiety. Always worried because they feel like they are not enough. Depression. Drug and alcohol use. And finally, suicide. What can we, as parents, do? Look at this quote here from Peggy O'Mara. The way we talk to our children becomes their inner voice. Let's be mindful with the words that we are using with our children. Avoid using demeaning language. Avoid saying that your child is bad. No child is bad. Children make bad choices, but they themselves are not bad. This development of self-esteem begins at infancy. Pick up your baby when they're crying, hold them, help them to feel safe and loved. Another thing that you can do is set a goal with your child. Potty training, something learning their letters. Once they accomplish the goal that they have set with you, celebrate. Let them know they can do it, and then let them know they did it. Make time for just you and your child to spend together so that they know that they are unique, special, and loved. What can teachers do at school? One easy thing is to greet children every day when they arrive at school. You could even make the greeting special. Let them know that you are glad that they are there and they are important to you. Create an environment of equality in your classroom with no social groups. I love telling my classes that we are a family. Communicate and show your reactions that mistakes and errors are okay and part of learning. Don't be afraid to show students that you make mistakes too. Make sure that you understand the behaviors that are occurring and that when you address them, you are not saying that they are a bad kid. There are bad choices, but there are no bad children. Participate in social stories and videos that talk about emotions so students can deal with what they're feeling. Refer students who exhibit clear signs of anxiety, depression, or low self-esteem to professionals that can assist you with the student. Communicate to families if you see that their child is struggling. You should work together. Set goals with the students so that even if they are struggling, they can still make progress and achieve. Proudly display your students' work so that everyone can see what they're doing. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was brag tags. This is an awesome way to foster high self-esteem in the classroom and at home. When a child sets a goal and they meet it, you create a brag tag for them to wear around their neck and proudly display to their friends and family so that they can be proud of their accomplishments. You can look it up on Teacher Pay Teacher or even Google it. Give students a chance to be themselves in your room. Let them be creative in their work and play. Allow them to share their favorite things. Show and tell is so powerful. And finally, utilize restorative justice and restorative circles to prevent bullying and teach conflict resolution and sharing of feelings. In the resources page, you will see a great resource on restorative justice. These are just a few of the many things that we as teachers can do at school. Finally, as educators and as parents, we are so busy with life and teaching and other kids and cleaning and cooking and everything. We may not see that our children are struggling. It might be a quiet struggle. Let's work together to make sure that we are building up our children and looking for opportunities to boost their self-esteem. Look at this quote. A child with a healthy dose of self-esteem has the best defense against life's challenges. Life will get hard. School will get harder. We need to go into it strong together for our children. I hope that you will reflect on what you're doing at home and at school and think about ways that you can build the self-esteem of your students and your children. I've included a few resources. This is a worksheet that you can do at the beginning of the year. You could refer back to it through the year and remind students what is good about themselves. And the best part, these ideas come from the students themselves. Here's another example. The students can write down things about themselves that are positive, that will help them feel better on those days where they're struggling with low self-esteem. Please view these resources. They are books and websites for teachers and parents to help foster high self-esteem. And here are some children book resources. This is a great way for you to teach your children and students about self-esteem, to help them with affirmations. I have included books here about children with disabilities and also children from different cultures. Please make sure that you review them and look them up and use them. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation and taking the time to reflect on fostering self-esteem in children and students. I just want to say one last thing, and that's you are special. I want to take this opportunity to foster high self-esteem in you. You are able to achieve your goals. You can do it.